Hey everyone, welcome to this ZiiCube unboxing video. This box is quite large, so it's not going to all fit on the camera, but that's alright. I should be able to open it up and show each thing individually. So yeah, this is a pretty big order, which I've put in. And I've just found that ZiiCube just seems to be the best value for the stuff that I'm ordering in Australia. Bit of packing foam there. So that is okay. So I think this is like the sort of 4x4 Dino thing. I'm not sure of the exact name. Meilong GTS3. I'm not sure if that's in focus. There we go. And yeah, I've heard this is quite a good cube. It was the last one in stock, so I had a bit of FOMO. Didn't want to never get to try it, because I know that's a model that's sort of going out and being replaced by the worm. This is the Super Ivy Cube. And this is the main reason I placed the order. So this is, I can't remember what it's called, Double Crazy Cube. And this is pink, which I thought was cool. RS3M, very cheap, so I've heard quite good things about that. Okay, this is so this was like $1. And I thought I'd just see how it is. This is a Meilong 3x3, and this is the X-Man Tornado V2. So quite a few 3x3s in this order. And yeah, I guess we'll start with something a bit less exciting. But this is the Meilong, as I said. Try and avoid breaking the box if possible. No sort of plastic wrap on this, which is fair enough considering the price. Frosted finish. So pretty, it's okay considering the price. No magnets obviously in this one, but yeah, I'll probably give that away to someone. I just thought I'd try it out considering how cheap it is. But yeah, it's pretty nice. So next, why don't we have a look at this? This is the Super Ivy Cube. And I had a lot of fun with the normal Ivy Cube, which I got in... I think I got that with a Cubes order, or maybe it was, I think it might have been a previous ZiiCube order. But anyway, so this is, as you can see, it's got the same terms as a normal Ivy Cube, but then obviously you can do them in both directions. And that feels, it's nowhere near as clicky as the normal Ivy Cube. So this is my normal Ivy Cube, which is Shengshou or Shengshou. And that's obviously got quite a click to it. Whereas this, you can feel a click, but yeah, this actually looks way nicer than I expected. From the pictures, I wasn't a huge fan of how it looked, but that's actually pretty nice. So I guess let's scramble this up. And I wonder how, so the normal Ivy Cube, this is really, really easy to solve. That only took about, 2 minutes to work out how to solve. I wonder how much harder this will be. Probably quite a bit, I would imagine, as there's just so many more pieces. But who knows. So I'd say that's pretty scrambled. And yeah, it looks really nice. Much nicer than I thought from the photos. Right, let's have a look at this. So the RS3M, a hugely popular cube. I think this is the 2020 version. Yeah, it's got 2020 there. Okay, so we've got an accessories box on this end. Have a look at that in a second. Cube stand and the puzzle, and that's it. So I'll just move some of these out of the way. So let's open this up. So yeah, that's all right. Probably a bit, well, I don't know. I actually just think this feels a bit weird to me personally. Not to say that, actually to be honest, it's loosening up quite a bit and just becoming a lot smoother even as I'm just turning it now. And this obviously is magnetized. Yeah, I have to say, even just after turning it a little bit, it's feeling much better. So that's actually pretty good. Quite, you know, able to sort of snap into that place with those magnets. So yeah, I'll have to give that a few solves. But that's, yeah. So when I first took that out of the box, it felt a bit weird, but actually it's already just starting to feel quite nice. Let's have a look in here. So nothing left in that. I guess these are just for the tensioning, so let's see what it's on at the moment. So it looks like we've got that blue thing on the outside and then the spring on the inside. Not exactly sure what does what, but yeah, I might have a play around with that later. And I guess these are the tools to do it with. So you've got a screwdriver there and a spare one of these blue things and a adjuster. So that's cool. Let's put that aside. Whoops. And I'll put this back in the box. I wonder if that fits in there. Nope. I'm sure there's all plenty of instructions and stuff on these about how to tension it and everything. So next, let's have a look at this. So the official name for this is the AJ, well, at least according to ZiiCube, it's the AJ Red Cotton Curvy Dino Cube Square Hexahedron. And I suspect there is a more friendly name than that, but that's what I can see on the website. And that turns, well, I was going to say it turns really nicely. It does on this layer. This middle layer is a bit catchy, and those corners are fine. But yeah, so this is pretty much just a corner turning puzzle, quite like the Dino Cube, I guess. So pink on that side, and there's the AJ there. And oh, that's That's unfortunate. A bit of a scuff on that red one there. Not sure how hard that is to see. But yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Yeah, a bit disappointing. Some of these pieces have sort of, you can see marks from the injection. In fact, this piece also has a bit of a defect on it. So that's a bit of a shame. But still quite a nice puzzle overall. And so let's scramble it. I'm not sure how hard this is going to be to solve. Some of the reviews I've read have said, you know, if you can solve a Dino cube, then you can solve this with a bit of extra effort. And the Dino cube is pretty easy to solve. So I can't imagine this will be too hard. But it does look pretty cool. And that's probably good enough for now. Or maybe let's get these ones going a bit more. Let's just do some of these. Yeah, I'm going to call that good enough. Turning quality is fine. Bit stiff on these ones, but perfectly manageable. So that is the, I guess I'll just call it the AJ Dino, is what I'm going to call it. Let's put that to the side. Right, I'm going to save the best till last, or at least the most expensive till last. And go with this GTS-3M. And that's a pretty cool box, I have to say. Some nice gold lettering there. And I'm not sure what that says, but I don't think it's Moyu, because I think that is Moyu. So yeah, I don't know what that actually says. Maybe it's Weilong. That would make sense. Let's have a look. So very simple, no need to tear the box open or anything. And we've got this accessories pack. And I'm not sure what that is. These are probably for tensioning or maintenance or something. So let's have a look at this. So I think this is quite a divisive cube in terms of, oh sorry about that noise, in terms of who likes it and who doesn't. And that is partly down to the fact that it's got these ridges on the sides. So that's pretty loose. Yeah, pretty loose. Feels okay. I mean, I'm definitely not a hugely fast ZiiCuber. But that does feel pretty decent. I like the feeling of the ridges, to be honest. I love the polished surface, or you know, the shiny surface. Not a huge fan of these cubes with the matte surface. I think it's not my taste. But yeah, that feels decent. And let's have a look in here. So I think from what I've read, I think these are for making the screws the same like height on all different faces, but I'm not sure exactly how that works, and that might also be completely wrong. Spare thing, so it looks like this is actually very similar to the RS3M in terms of the tensioning mechanism. Looks identical to me. Let's have a comparison. Where did I put it? Over here. That doesn't want to come off. So there's the two of them side by side. So very similar, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. That is probably just because it's a good mechanism, I guess. But yeah, that feels decent. And what are these? Some photos of people. And some spare magnets. So that's about that for that cube. Let's get that out of the way. And actually, I lied, there's two more cubes. So there's this one. And this is, I'm quite excited for this, to be honest. I've heard lots of good things about the Tornado V2. Quite a large box. There we go. And we've got it open. So that's the inside of the box. And in here, there's a box inside a sleeve, and inside the box, there's a card. Okay. Not sure what that's for. And a bag. And that's quite nice. Kind of a... what does that feel like? It's sort of like a plasticky type, leather type thing. Not sure quite how to describe that. And some very thick instructions, cleaning cloth, and some tensioning instructions. Try and get this off the camera. Everything's falling off the table. So let's have a look at the actual cube itself. Nice case. Again, not entirely sure it's worth the extra money that they're probably spending on all these accessories. And the shipping cost as well, having quite a large box, but it certainly looks nice. And this immediately, something about those, you know, having a sort of black internals makes it look a lot more premium. I'm just going to wipe off this extra lubricant. Okay, so there we go, we've wiped that off, and let's have a go at this. So yeah, that feels pretty good. Kind of a bit sandier than the other ones, and I think you can adjust these magnets. As I said, I'm not really the best at 3x3, but I do like all these different cubes. And yeah, as I said, black internals. mean, not sure what to say, to be honest, but it feels pretty good. So why don't I get those 3x3s that I bought, and I'll get the colours lined up. And there they are. So those are pretty cool. Now, the star of the show. This is the double crazy cube. And let's try and get this open. As I said, pink, very cool. And there are the stickers. They are inside this wrapper. Running out of space. Let's open this up. So, quite nice, very bright shades, and I think they all go pretty well with that pink. Application tape. So how does that turn? So that's really interesting. Quite a lot of lube on the outside of this one. So yeah, this turns quite well, and I'm not sure. I wonder if there's a specific place you're meant to put the different colours, because I know that some of these faces, you can see this one, for example, the whole face turns. This one, only the outside ring turns, and I think the opposites are the same. So this one, the outside and the middle ring turn. So probably there's a sort of standard colour scheme which corresponds to the different faces, but I'm not exactly sure what that is. But this looks absolutely awesome. And so yeah, I guess I will go and stick that up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are, sticking it up, and I think it actually looks really good. So I just used the same colour orientation for the centres as Twisty Puzzling, because he made a tutorial on this, and so if I get stuck, then I will have the same colours as him. So yeah, that's actually, I'm super happy with this. I think it looks great in the pink. Red doesn't stand out super, oh, actually on the camera it looks pretty good, but in real life it does blend in a bit with the pink, but main thing is that it's not confusing with the orange or any of the other colours, which it definitely isn't. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I think it came out really great. So I guess let's shuffle it up. And in terms of the turning, yeah, most of the faces turn pretty well. I think these, so the yellow face doesn't turn great, or the white face. So it seems like those zero faces are the worst turning of all of them. But yeah, it's not too bad. And it does seem to take quite a long time to get a decent scramble, because not all the layers you can't actually scramble all the layers from any side, so definitely have to move it around quite a lot. But yeah, that looks decent enough. These are the puzzles. So yeah, pretty happy with that order. Looking forward to this one and this one especially. I think this will be a nice fun solve. Who knows how hard it'll be. And hopefully there's a new main among those 3x3s. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.